Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl Roxy here, and I'm so excited to have you on today's video. So today, I want to have a conversation with you about building muscle, and more specifically, how you can really maximize the gains that you see in the gym, and of course do it the natural way. I get so many women who come to me asking questions about how they can best build up that lean tissue. You know, it's so hard, they feel, to really see the results that they want. And what I'm going to share with you today is going to kind of like clear up some things that I see a lot of women not doing, that I want you to start doing a lot better and a lot smarter to start seeing the results that you want. For those of you that are just joining me for the very first time, first of all, welcome to my channel. My name is Roxy Beckles, and I'm a fitness professional who's been in the industry for over 21 years. I'm also an IFBB pro and have had the privilege of competing at the Olympia in 2014. And what I get to do now, although I don't compete anymore, I get to help women from around the world in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond to build their bodies, to really take control of their training and their nutrition, and to really get in touch with their reasons why all of that is important to them and change their lives, and to do it through fitness. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So let's talk about building muscle. Now, the number one thing that I will say that a lot of you are doing out there that you need to start fixing right away is this. You will never be able to build muscle if you're not eating enough. The simple fact of just increasing your calories, eating above maintenance, more importantly, is the number one factor that needs to happen in order for you to put on muscle. And that's a little bit scary for a lot of you. But I need you to start shifting your focus and really start thinking about the fact that the only way that you're going to be able to actually put on muscle is if you are feeding your body and fueling it. You've got to be eating in a caloric surplus. Now, for some of you, you might get a little nervous and think to yourself, oh my gosh, if I eat more, I'm going to get fat and I can't do that. Well, here's the thing I want you to think about. Yes, when you are lean building, you are going to put on just a little bit of body fat at the same time that you put on muscle. And that's just a part of that physiology and what happens. But it doesn't have to get sloppy. It doesn't have to get all out of shape. It doesn't have to see you like, really feeling uncomfortable in your own skin. In fact, when I'm working with women who compete, and this also applies to women who don't compete, who may be just looking to put on more muscle, I really tell my clients to get comfortable with the fact that you're going to see a little bit of your definition in your abs or whatever, or wherever, go away. But know that once you get to a couple of weeks into a high surplus plan, as far as your diet and your training and all that other stuff, you can always go back and do a mini cut or whatever. So don't be afraid of that process. You have to eat more in order to see your body actually put on muscle. The next thing that you really have to be sure that you're doing is lifting heavy enough, lifting heavy. Now, here's a little bit of science for you. Science says and research says that when it comes to program design, you're going to see hypertrophic gains, hypertrophy, that means building muscle, okay? You're going to see more hypertrophic gains when you lift within the 8 to about 12 rep range. So 8 to 12 repetitions is what really elicits the body to want to build muscle, put on tissue, and put on that size that you're looking for. So you want to keep that in mind when you are lifting. Now, here's the caveat. There's always a caveat in this. And I spent a lot of time studying program design. Like I kind of like gotten to a point where I feel like I kind of got like a bit of an expertise in it because it's always been something that really fascinates me. And here's what I like to do with clients. I don't just, design a plan and make them hang out in just like 8 to 12 reps just because they want to put on size. No, what we do is, that'll be a central focus of the programming, but we'll also lift in higher ranges. We'll also lift in lower ranges. But the key is to put the body through a challenge to make sure that even if you're lifting 15 repetitions, that you are lifting heavy, and you cannot go any more far beyond those 15 reps if that is on your program. So raising the bar in the gym is a super important part of this process in trying to see your body gain lean mass, okay? Now, the other thing I want to say is that don't think about no pain, no gain kind of thing. Because you don't want to be injuring yourself. So you got to be very mindful as well about how you lift. But lifting heavy is going to be the key alongside eating more to seeing your body put on muscle and to be able to do it naturally. The next thing that I want you to do is to make sure that you are getting adequate rest. Okay, so hear me out on this. Your body is not building a damn thing when you're working out. You're not building anything in the gym. What you are doing is tearing down tissue. You're tearing down muscle. And that's okay. You're supposed to be doing that. But it is in that recovery time that your body actually has the ability to rebuild tissue, to regenerate. And then when it's doing that, guess what it's regenerating? Lean muscle. So you got to give yourself some days off from the gym. And I know that's hard for some of you, but listen, hear me out on this. Do not train every single day of the week. I have clients that come to me sometimes when we first start and they're in the gym 7 days a week, 6 days a week, and they're wondering why their body isn't responding, even though they may be eating well, even though they may be consistent in their training. But if you never allow your body to actually recover, honey, you're never going to see any changes. So I like to stick to 5-day programming. 5-day programming. So, you can split that 5 days however you want. Do 3 days, do a rest day, 2 more days, and then a rest day, or, 2 days over here, rest, 2 days over here, rest, and then 1 day, however you want to do it, and however it works with your schedule. But make sure that you are giving yourself some time to have some downtime and adequately rest, because that is what's going to help you to see better results in the gym. When you are lifting, the next tip that I want to give you is to think about lifting mindfully. I talk about this a lot with my clients when we start working with each other. And it's not just enough to bang out sets, just be like boom, 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 and trying to go all beast in the gym. There's nothing wrong with that. But I want you to start thinking about lifting mindfully through entire ranges of motion. So if let's say you're doing a chest press, that you're really thinking about that squeeze on the way out, maybe holding at the top of the motion, and then resisting that weight as it comes down. Play around with tempo, because time under tension is also a huge factor in seeing, muscular growth and seeing your body actually respond by putting on lean mass. So think about how you're lifting. Be more mindful in the gym. Don't think about banging things out just for the sake of banging things out. Play around with tempo and see how that works for you. And then the final tip that I'll give you is to slow down on that cardio. Back it up a little, sister, because guess what? If you're doing more cardio and you're thinking that you're going to combat, some of the food that you're putting in by doing more cardio, you're just creating a caloric deficit. So when I have a woman who's really trying to focus on putting on muscle, putting on that lean size, I actually have her never doing any more than about maybe 20 to 30 minutes in the gym, depending on her body and her body type. If you have a slower metabolism, do about 30 minutes or so when you're in the gym. If you have a faster or a regular metabolism, you can do 20 minutes. And even if you have a fast metabolism, cut it down to about maybe 10 to 15 minutes, or don't even do any at all for a couple of weeks. And I know that's really hard for some of you, but we don't want to create a caloric sink where you're just burning more of those calories that you actually need to see your body to start to respond the way that you want. So think about cutting back on your cardio, not going all crazy trying to think that you're balancing things out or you're going to stay leaner by doing that. You could well be shooting yourself in the foot. Now, for those of you that out there who are really interested in working with me, you like what I have to share in my videos, you know that you're in a place right now where you want to start kicking up the intensity in your workouts and really truly doing things in a way that's going to allow you to be independent and to be able to work on your own one day, not have to rely on a coach or trainer, then I want to talk to you. You would probably be a perfect match for me in my coaching and mentorship program. So come on over and apply to see if you qualify to become a rock star. Go to rockstarfitness.com/claritycall, fill out an application, and I'll get back to you and let you know if we can set up a phone call for us to talk about your goals and exactly what it is that you need to get to the next level. And if you're not ready for coaching yet, but you definitely want to stay in contact with me, you like some free goodies and free stuff, you like some workshops and want to know when I have special events and stuff like that coming up, join my email list, rockstarfitness.com/email list. Thank you so much for joining me, and I can't wait to connect with you soon. By the way, before I go, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell notifications so that way you never miss a video. All right, thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.